It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the BYU Cougars and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Handoff to Joyner. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juice after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
There he goes. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. They were all over it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On the run, it's Martin. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Out wide left, it's Bachmeier. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, and it all starts with a big bear. I mean, first of all, when your name is Bear, you're cooler than everyone else. But when you saw him come in as a freshman a year ago, big, strong, everybody debated his weight. Is he 220? Is he 230? Probably closer to 250. And you watched him as a freshman make play after play with his legs, throwing the football. Palmer, this is a guy, man, in this offense, in this system, he takes another step, and he's better passing the ball through the air. You better watch out for BYU.
I think you're right. I think expectations are a lot different in Provo this year because of what you just said. I think Bear Bachmeier kind of came out of nowhere a year ago, and all of a sudden you blinked, and they were 8-0, and at the end of the year they're playing the Big 12 championship game. He was just a freshman. He's had an outstanding offseason. The coaching staff already says he's digesting more of the playbook. They're going to be able to open it up a little bit more. He's going to play with more confidence, and if he stays healthy, BYU can win the conference and reach the playoff.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Makes the catch. It's Carter.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Dickey. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Here's Joyner. And he's in! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for room. It's Martin. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the back. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, keeping those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He gets a block. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver going in motion. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Turning it on. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. Like, the injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
On play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there, for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it moving, it's Dickey. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Turns into the pile. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff, Joyner running left.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Left side is Eakin. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Hits inside, it's Dickey. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Quarterback will keep it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And he gets it away.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
A dangerous 3rd and 10 here from inside their own 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Corrals it at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first. Looking to the big tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Got it in the middle, it's Dickey. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Crimson Tide getting a banner day from their stars on the road to pick up victories away from home. That's the mark of a focused team.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Cougars! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Why not double the try total and go for 2? From the gun, looking for a man. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They're down just 8. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The run inside. It's Sticky. Bring him down.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Out wide right, it's Lee. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room, it's Martin. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Enough to move the chains. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The running back has it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keeps it on the ground. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Sells to Ron, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Hammond. Under pressure. Finds his back in the middle. Still running up the 40. He's loose. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. From the gun, it's Dickey. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Powers inside. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Rushes on. On the move, he fires. Caught. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also... And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Phillips. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Spits it out to the back. Right side, it's Martin. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Martin. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Turns it upfield. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They just keep firing. Fires toward the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. The Cougars are threatening on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Snared on the right sideline. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. On the run from inside his own 5. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Down he goes.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Out wide left, it's Phillips. Turns it on at midfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Cougars right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds after a good pickup, and the clock will stop not only because he's out of bounds, but it's the 2-minute timeout. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throwing right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Running inside, it's Williams. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Here's a give to Joyner. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it down the right side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Drops back on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bachmeier. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Throws it deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on fourth. Fires complete on the crosser. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on fourth down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition.